Penny Annie ass hater who is, and you'll never have a hater that's doing better than you. Always know that. Don't get off the wall to dress some penny Annie ass boy who ain't got shit going for himself. Now you done stopped your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk ass. Don't do that, man. I stay away from it. Now do I want to? Yes. Because I'm a human being and I'm hood. I used to be a fighter, and I still got hands. They slow, but if you get up on me real close, I can still knock your monkey ass out. I just don't have the quickness I have. But I still know how to turn my hip and shift that weight, and I'll knock your short ass out. I'll shoot your perm straight out your head.
It's actually a war tactic not to strike when your enemy thinks you're going to strike. So if he would have attacked Cat when Cat was attacking him, he would be at the disadvantage because Cat was plotting this move. Sometimes when you realize you're in the midst of somebody else's plot against you, the best thing to do is not to respond because you don't want to dance at their pace. If you're going to be forced to fight to whatever it is, you got to do it your way. Mental control is one of the biggest things when you at war with somebody.
So you've read The Art of War?
I've somewhat.
Cliff Notes?
Footnotes, fast forward version.
So
Cat ain't been thinking about him. So now that this is happening, Cat ain't shot back yet because now he got to figure out how he going to shoot back. See, before he started speaking, before he had years to plan this. You feel what I'm saying? Now he has to figure out, okay, what do I do? Because I bet you he never thought that Steve Harvey would respond.
But I don't even think Steve Harvey was really responding because that was like, wasn't that major? It wasn't like a big event.
He didn't call him out by his name, though.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Cat Williams put name, address, everything.
But they playing two different games. Cat is trying to climb. Steve is way above Cat as far as finances and influence in the industry. Cat has the people, but Steve Harvey has them people.
The corporate people.
Yeah,
yeah.
But you got to take into account the location. Cat was on a major platform. It was an interview. Steve's interview is not just like a personal interview. It was a business like
at InvestFest.
InvestFest, exactly. At the InvestFest.
Yeah, celebrity beef is interesting, man, because it's so. Everything is so heightened when you could say something that could cost me millions. In our world, somebody say something and you just don't hang out with them, or you know what I mean? But it's not really going to cost you anything. In their world, if your competitor is able to change perception about you in a negative way, it can actually affect the money you make. That is such a crazy space to be in. You know what I'm saying? Because right now you can say, I don't like Kraig. And then,
okay. But you're kind of in the place where...
I've been through stuff.
Has internet... Because you've had internet beef.
Yeah.
Has that
well, not
affected
beef.
you?
It wasn't beef with me, but go ahead.
No, like people coming at you and then you having to respond.
It hasn't affected me at all. At all. I mean, as far as like...
Do you think it affected Drake's bottom end?
In a way, because I went to a show, a Kill Tony show, 3.5, 4 months ago, YouTube space, to see Dave perform with them. Shout out to Dave Lucas. 9,000 people there, right? You hear me? 99% white and Latino, but more like 70% white, 20% Latino. Maybe 100 black people in the whole place out of 10,000. They start playing Kendrick's song, and the whole arena is singing the song. Everybody, all white people in Mex, they singing the song. So that definitely affected Drake.
But do you think his bottom line?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think he made more money this year or last year?
controversy sells? So I would say probably this year. But I bet you that Kendrick made way more than he made last year this year. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that money that Kendrick made, I bet you a percentage of that would have been money that Drake made. You feel what I'm saying? It comes down to a choice. Well, hey, it's the same $100 million pot we got access to. So we got access to all these customers in this $100 million pot, and the percentage of it that belongs to you is based on how much people like you. Then somebody comes to say something that jabs at your likability, and the amount of people that think you're likable is less now. So now instead of getting 50 out that $100 million pot, you might only get 25 million. That's how I feel like it affected Drake.
Okay, makes sense.
And that's big. Because if that happens again, you go from 50 million to 25, you lose another 25, you at zero. And do you know how hard it is to build from zero to 50 mil? But you know how easy it is to go from 50 to nothing?
He's not gonna go to zero.
Shit, I mean,
Well, I mean,
he's
in a sense, his streams, like he's still like number one, but his new releases are not getting the numbers.
And that's
His new
okay.
stuff is not getting.
It's a new day. Everybody got their own season. It's expected. I mean,
this industry is full of people, specifically some of these music companies. They do things once you get to a certain level to try to knock you down. Because I feel like at the end of the day, these big labels or these big distribution houses, they want to own your music. So they know that we gotta because we control what the value of this asset, we need to knock it down to a price that we want to pay for it. And the only way to knock down the price of somebody's catalog is by ruining their credibility. You know what I'm saying? That's a direct shot. So you ruin their credibility. Now instead of paying Michael Jackson's people $3 billion for his catalog, now they can offer $500 million. And you have to take it.
So R. Kelly, probably innocent.
He went from having $1 billion catalog. If Michael Jackson's catalog was worth $3 billion, let's say, just making up a number, R. Kelly's was worth $1 billion.
yeah.
So now you could probably buy R. Kelly's whole catalog for 10 grand. A Honda Civic, and you could trade in a used Honda Civic and put $2 grand down, and you could own
Chocolate Factory.
and
12 play.
12 play is yours. hey, Honey Love, oh, you can get that for $1,500, and a Regal bumper. Give me that Honey Love. You can buy that.
And the best of both worlds, Jay-Z.
Think about this. Why does the value of your intellectual property, why is that directly connected to you? Once something is worth $100 million, it should always be worth $100 million. How do things lose value? And I'm talking about intellectual property, stuff like that. I'm not talking about, friendships and shit like that. I'm talking about once something is worth a certain amount, think about how ill that psychology is.
It's supply and demand.
So I was worth 10 today?
Yep.
It's like gold.
Right.
Why does gold still have value? Like, what if one day?
But like sometimes, let's say somebody buys a Sauce Walker. He bought recently apparently $1 million grill. That motherfucker is not gonna get $1 million back if he tries to sell it.
No. Right.
Not at all. That's crazy. Depreciation. I think there's a lot of reasons for depreciation, but if I had to really sit and think about the reason for depreciation, I think the main reason for depreciation is to introduce innovation into the marketplace. If things never lose value, then there's never any reason to push for new things. And that doesn't promote free market. America is a capitalist country where they depend on consumers to contribute to a free market buying and selling items. But if there's the same items in the marketplace, how do you ever innovate and do new things?
Well, you can't.
There's no reason to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to. It's like, yeah, there's no reason to. Fuck it. That's all I can say.
Buyers and sellers, pimps and hoes.
The world is filled with pimps and hoes.
Yeah, man.
Let's just talk about those I know.
Let's talk about
Biggie Smalls.
those I know.
The world is mine, can't you see? I'm just trying to be all I can be.
Carl Thomas.
Yeah, and I line my mustache up. Cricket is too far in one direction.
Yeah, it's fucking
I gotta wait for it to grow back. It's just
He lit his mustache.
No, just
Nah.
until you mentioned it.
That shit look crazy.
Nah, didn't notice it until you mentioned it.
The world is filled with pimps and hoes.
Hey,
Did you see the little baby arrest?
Baby got arrested?
Yeah, in Las Vegas
For what?
for having a concealed weapon.
Oh, wow.
And he was telling the cops, he was very mouthy. Telling them, hey, check my nuts. Like, I have a gun on my nuts.
Oh, he was talking shit.
Yeah.
Well, what he doesn't know is Vegas is the Mississippi of the West. So I'll see you in 10 years. He's about to do some time, dog.
Nah.
Vegas they have the harshest sentencing laws in the West Coast.
But he's going to say somebody else. It was somebody
Not if
else.
it was on him.
It was on him. He already keeps a gun
He's
on
going
him.
to do some time, dog.
He already keeps a gun on him.
Vegas is like California is worse with the gun shit. But he gonna do a couple years. But see, he has priors.
A couple years. That's
OJ was found guilty and given 33 years in Vegas for taking back his property.
His property. Strong arm.
They gave OJ 33 years for taking back his property. You autograph that TFU shirt, give it to me. No, and you leave it at home. Somebody breaks in your house and steals it. Then you find out 2 years later they're in a flea market selling the shit they stole from you, and you go take your shit back, and they give you 30 years in prison for that, and the person who stole from you gets nothing.
But I always thought OJ was treated unfairly. I personally don't think he did it.
I know he
He
didn't,
didn't do it.
It makes no sense.
I know he didn't do it.
And he didn't get charged for it. So,
But
let
look
him
how
live.
his value was fucked over by
And die in peace.
that's almost like the Steve Harvey Cat Williams shit. That OJ trial shit fucked OJ's value up, dog. OJ was like a class act. He was worth millions. I mean, he was worth millions when he died, but he was like the guy.
He was in Hertz commercials, Naked Gun.
They took all that shit away from him.
So you think somebody's value, once you increase, as you grow in this life and you increase your value or increase your status, it should never fall down? Or
Well, did you hear what? And I'm not 100% sure that this is what happened, but AD told me. So Michael Jordan, right? He went into some investments with some white people that he was buying.
That he owed money to for gambling.
It was a gambling
Well, go
or
ahead.
was it?
Let me hear what you say. I'm gonna hear what you say and see if it's
I'm
the
not
same
sure if
thing.
it was. It could have been gambling. I think it was bonds, some type of shit, and they all lost money. But he invested more than he can owe, so he had to pay some people back, and he had to give like a big percentage of the Hornets. So he's now not a majority owner.
I heard about that. I don't know how true that is, but I heard. See, I didn't know those details. I just heard it was gambling, but I heard that. I can't validate it. I mean, maybe that's why his son is doing coke. Maybe it's all bad for the
his
Jordans
son's
now.
doing coke now?
You didn't see a picture? His son was on video snorting coke.
Is that the one messing with Pippen?
Yes.
Used to.
They
they
don't mess
broke
around
up?
no more.
No.
So it's the cocaine
It's
master?
another snow bunny in the bunch.
You got a
Wait,
new
but
bunny.
I thought they were getting married.
No, not anymore. That's over.
That's over.
I'm proud of you, bro. I am so proud of you. At first, I'm like, I can't do it, man. I'm a Jordan family fan. His son's a sucker. Thank you for being a friend. Travel around the globe and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Thank you for being a friend. Michael Jordan Jr. Is he a Jordan? Marcus Jordan.
Marcus Jordan.
Crazy motherfucker.
Wow, that's crazy. So, but the coke came after the breakup, right?
And yeah, but
You don't know shit about the Golden Girls, huh? You didn't know what I was talking about right now.
Golden Girls. I know the show. I never watched it though.
You didn't recognize the song, nigga?
That's that.
No, wait, fuck! I'm gonna watch
It's a good
three
show.
old
Nah.
white women.
Well, how do you recognize the song if you don't watch the show?
I didn't recognize the song.
What did you recognize?
Nothing.
But when I said Golden Girls, you stood,
when you say
stood tall.
He know Golden Girls.
No, I know of Golden Girls. Like you know when you're flipping through the channels, it's on TV Land.
Nice
But I
bunnies.
never stay there.
You should stay. It's a good show.
Nah.
Nice bunnies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Betty White.
Oh, yeah.
Betty White.
That's the problem. That's what got OJ in trouble. Should have never dated a white woman.
Oh, you can't say that for real. You feel like this? You feel this way about bunnies? Why?
What got OJ in trouble was cocaine.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
OJ, when you look back at some of that stuff, he was definitely on something. Because he was arrogant. Niggas that crossed their legs a lot too. He was always crossing his legs. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know.
So there's a leg crossing coke stance.
Or an arrogant stance.
He had an arrogance to him. I mean, I can see why somebody would say that, but Frederick Douglass had a white girl. Shit, it's white men that got white girls, and they run the world. So white women can't be that bad. I mean,
No.
white women are not just coming to earth. They are not.
Have you ever dated a white girl before?
Sort of, yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
How does that? What is sort of?
Like, they never met my mom or dad. But we dated.
You dated. You smashed you like bunnies.
Yeah.
You did.
But I've noticed a thing, and bunnies tend to lie on people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Man, I remember, like, you know, like in college, you have those dorms that you share with other people, but it's separate rooms, but one big
Module.
Yeah. I remember this fucking girl that I could hear when she was getting fingered and she was moaning, and she always comes to his, you know, dorm or whatever. But later on, she was talking about some shit like, oh, like he took advantage when I was drunk. You used to go to his apartment every time you went out drinking and came back to sleep in his bed.
Yeah. There's some women who fantasize about being sexually assaulted, and they want that to happen. Not saying that there are women who want to get raped, but some women like to control and they like weaponizing sexual activity because it gives them power. You do this or you can have sex with me. You know what I'm saying? You do this, you do that. You take me out, you treat me right, bam. Then it goes to, then you get the perversion of that, like, oh, you don't want to do what I say? Well, I'm going to lie and tell people. It's power. Mm-hmm. It's about
It's a
having
flex.
power over. I've never been accused of sexual assault, but there have been women who have accused me of not treating a woman right, like saying like not catering to the feelings of a female who I feel like is being manipulative. So that would be somebody weaponizing sex, or what would that be?
I've been accused.
I've been accused of like fucking with a girl's confidence.
Right.
I've been accused of showing too extreme porn. Like, what the fuck? Like, you wasn't saying that when we were sitting there watching the porn, and I'm showing you the porn, and now you talking about, oh, he forced me to watch some. Like, bitch, you lying. You lying.
I cannot watch porn with a girl.
Lying.
I'm sorry.
It's about power, man. That false power is the first step in the downfall. You got to be careful when dealing with people who use false power. Lying and being manipulative is false power. Anytime you force yourself to believe a lie because you don't believe in yourself, that is false power. You know what I'm saying? women, if you weren't raped and weren't touched, don't lie on somebody because you're mad that they won't do what you want them to do.
Yeah.
That shit ain't right.
It ain't right. But we should know better because that's what they do. That's what it is.
Because men can't be victims.
Right. Exactly.
We can't be. I don't care if you get raped by 2 lesbians. I don't care if they hold you down and eat out your dick tip.
If you get raped by a man, are you a victim?
You're a victim. You can't be a victim if you're a man. I'm gonna tell you, no, you can't. You're not a victim. I'm gonna tell you why. Let me finish my joke. I give a fuck if you was raped by 2 lesbians and they hold you down and eat out your dick tip. You're not a victim. You don't want to know why? Because an erection means you like it. You can't tell people, I didn't like it, then I kind of liked it, then I really like it a lot. An erection means you like it, nigga. What you gonna tell the police? Hey, Mr. Officer, you see those 2 monsters knocked out unconscious on the ground? Yeah, they tried to rape me. You know, the reason I didn't call you right away because I had to get my nut first. You can't be a victim.
So you telling me you have no control? You can't control your body?
You never had fear erections?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, I mean, Kibo, I've had.
What do you mean? Like somebody scared you? Oh, boo! Oh, shit!
No. So one time, I was in a car. I was driving. Somebody was following me. We got away.
And you got hard. What the fuck is going on in here? I don't know what this man is talking about. This man is getting danger erections. That's directions. These motherfuckers getting danger erections. Directions. And we're not talking about a map.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's crazy. But it's the thrill. The scientific, it's a spiritual thing. It's just deeper than just your physical body. It's the same sort of thrill, dopamine that you get, and you get a heightened sensation, and your body responds.
So you've gotten fear boners.
Not fear.
A phoner.
Not phone.
A fear boner. A phoner.
No, I mean, just different situations. Not fear, but like arguments. You know what I'm saying?
Have you gotten an erection that is not linked to being turned on?
Yes. But
How the fuck is that possible, dog?
Waking up in the morning, you have to take a piss. You wake up with an erection, you take the piss, the erection is gone.
You're turned on.
Not turned on.
Your subconscious is look, man, sleep is a different level of consciousness. Your awareness is not always at the level of your consciousness. Certain levels of awareness resonate lower than you could vibrate. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, you ever woke up and been laughing? Like something, you were laughing at something in your sleep and you don't know what you was laughing at?
No.
You've never had that?
Nope.
I have. I've woke up laughing like somebody cracked a joke and don't know what the fuck I'm laughing at. It don't happen a lot, but it's happened 3-4 times in my life. I've woken up in another room that I didn't fall asleep in. You ever woke up somewhere and didn't know how you got there and you wasn't drinking?
Yeah. Wait. So with that point, you're falling asleep and you're dreaming of something and you're thinking about a hot girl. You wake up, there's a fat girl riding you.
Let's get that nut, baby. Come on.
Yeah, you already.
Yeah, but like, you're not erected because of the girl that it's violating you. You're thinking about a girl as you're sleeping.
Right.
Somebody else. So
But
it
you're
is
still
violation.
not a victim. Men can't be victims.
What if she has an STD?
It don't matter. I don't care if you're with a woman, you treat her right. You pay all her bills. You're the provider. You never cheat on her. You're just loyal to her. You help her mother get off diabetes. You help her family. I don't care if you do everything right. There are some women that will still cheat on you. You feel what I'm saying? So the reason you're not a victim is because
you put your dick inside her.
Right. And here's the thing. This is why you can't be a victim as a man, because
she's not put.
That's what I'm saying. She is doing.
You're using your victim. You're using what happened to you to get what you want from people.
So why is getting raped by a man, you're not a victim?
Because you could have stopped it.
3 against 1, 4 against 1.
You could have possibly stopped it. Not saying maybe the odds were against you, but what would happen if he tried to victimize you and you stopped it? Are you a victim? Victims don't have no choice. They don't have a dog in the fight.
4 against
There's
1.
nothing you could do when you're a victim.
American History X.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're a victim, there's nothing you can do.
Then technically, by your definition, women could have done something not to be a victim.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not speaking on the actions of the person victimizing the person, or I'm not saying it like it's their fault that they're a victim. I'm saying a true victim has no option. Something just happened to you. Saying the word victim doesn't make it worse. It doesn't make it better. But you don't want to accept that identity. It's just something just happened to you.
So you agree that they do have an option. They could choose to do something different, but they choosing to be a victim.
Because true victimhood never stops at the infraction. When I say victimhood, I'm not taking the experience off the table. I'm saying you don't have to embrace that identity. Because once niggas start to embrace that identity, they're always looking to blame somebody for their problems, and they do it in very creative ways. They do shit like make friends. To some people, a friend is just somebody that they can victimize by always talking about their problems to them. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody that's always bringing you down, weighting you down, they talking crazy to you, and you keep fucking with them, are you a victim?
No, it's your choice.
The experience of being taken advantage of doesn't make you a victim. It's just something that happens. What makes you a victim is if you continue to dwell on it and give it power. You play football one time. You a football player?
Yeah.
Hell no. You got to go to practice a couple times. It's a 3 practice minimum before you can be a football player. If you just catch a touchdown one time, you just a nigga that played ball that day.
True. That is true.
Same thing with victimhood. If it happened to you, it ain't right, but you are not a victim. It's just some shit happened. But if it happened when you're 12 and you keep talking about it at 51, nigga, you're in denial. Victimhood is a perpetuated state of denial. You still don't want to accept the fact that something happened to you. It happened. I'm not saying let it go, just don't let it define you. God!
A rock star. You know what I mean? Like, because now you have all genres. Who, you know, and you don't have to be, you know what I mean? Like, rock star used to be somebody who play rock music.
To me, rock star includes like you have to be mysterious.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Are we live?
Yeah.
Shit.
Too soon? You have to take a piss before starting?
No. What makes a rock star?
I don't know. They need to be comfortable being shirtless.
Well, I mean, I'm halfway there. Like, I'm comfortable with what you see right here, but on the sides, you know that.
Can you be a rock star and not do drugs?
Yeah.
Like who? Ever?
A rock star that did not do drugs. What we talking about? Traditional drugs, cocaine, weed?
Yeah, cocaine stuff.
Weed counts.
Weed
counts.
Weed counts.
Weed counts, but what about anesthesia?
That counts.
Really?
Yeah. And alcoholic counts.
Alcohol.
So we talking about a square rock star.
Rock star.
Jesus.
He turned water into wine.
He didn't drink it and didn't say, and let there be wine, and then let me have some. It was just let there be wine. You know what I'm saying? I think.
But Jesus was Jesus. He wasn't a rock star.
I mean, rock didn't exist.
I know, but rock star is a like an interpretation or try to mimic what Jesus was, if anything.
I mean, look, before rock and roll, the term rock star didn't exist. I mean, there are people, Napoleon, rock star. Marcus Garvey.
Rock star?
Rock star, bro. He was able to, for his cause, to generate $15 million in the early 1900s, he took that money and he bought boats because he was trying to set up shipping and receiving for African Americans in this country. And then the FBI sabotaged it by destroying the ships and causing him to spend all his bread. He wasn't smart enough to understand that the FBI was making him spend money he didn't have in order to bankrupt him, so he couldn't start a shipping and receiving company, which would have made him a tycoon. But he bought the boats. He spent millions on boats in like 1908.
The question is, when he walked the street, was he swarmed by people?
Swarm.
Swarm.
You can find footage of him right now in his early 1900s Bentley equivalent horse and carriage buggy type of vehicle with thousands upon thousands of people around him like the Pope. The Pope, first pop star. Mansa Musa, pop star.
No, but rock stars was partying though.
Gandhi?
Rock star. I mean, who parties more than the Pope?
They do drink a lot of wine.
I mean, come on. You said Gandhi? Oh, yeah, Gandhi. Gandhi was... But Gandhi wasn't really...
Martin Luther King.
A rock star?
Right, he was a rock star.
He was? What?
In a way. Anytime you can give a speech in front of 1 million people, bro. But Gandhi didn't really have charisma. You know what I'm saying? You never seen women around him. You never heard the stories of him having women. You know
I have. He was actually more normal than he's flipped. Like, so he was kind of like how Malcolm X was.
I heard Gandhi wasn't nice.
Yeah.
Gandhi had 8 Sikh students murdered because they weren't participants or believers in Hinduism. He was very, very rugged and treacherous. And you have to speak to people who are Indian or of that culture to really understand what they really think of him. Because you have to remember, he was put in place by the British to run plays for them. But he wasn't necessarily the person in India that the people were all behind. He was a plant in some ways.
And hey, he's being sold. His likeness is constantly being sold.
Have you seen the movie?
The Gandhi movie?
Yeah.
Have I seen it? I remember it as a kid, I think, but I don't really remember the details.
I haven't seen
Yeah, I
it.
don't remember the details.
Yeah.
You know
Just say you didn't see it.
it's been a long time. It's been at least 27, 30 years, man. But shout out to the people who made the movie.
Yeah.
His name.
The non-Indians in the movie, too. Shout out to them.
You know, there's no easy way to do anything. Like everything you decide to do in life, as soon as you decide it, a problem arises immediately. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
See, I want to be a filmmaker. I don't have a camera. I want a girlfriend. Others,
I don't got money.
then they're all weird. Every time you decide you want something, a problem arises. Think about how much dope stuff you haven't accomplished because the problem in the beginning seemed like it was too much to overcome. What's something that you never started because the initial problem was too big at the moment you decided for you? It was like too much. You felt like it was too much to overcome.
For me, it would have been the automobile karaoke, but I just started it when I don't have a car. But but last year, I had the perfect vehicle for it, the space to transport everything, and then I didn't get it started. I had the equipment, but I didn't put it in motion.
So now it's mobile karaoke.
Yo,
Is mobile now?
it's mobile. I come to you. Just give me some time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, you pulling up.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mobile karaoke. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you got in a car accident, right?
Yeah.
That what happened?
Yeah, almost died, but I'm here.
What?
You know what's crazy about those type of moments is after you beat it, you almost die, you walk away. Bless God for those opportunities to continue to live. We love you for that.
Yep.
Whatever God you serve. It's like you get back to people and they just act like you didn't almost beat death. They just act like it's a normal day. Like, nigga, do you realize that this could have been it could have been over. Like, and they're just normal, asking you for the same normal stuff. Can you take out the trash? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever had a near-death experience?
So, my experience not near death like that, but more like I had a surgery because they found like a little, dot in me. And, it has signs that it could have developed into melanoma. So I had a whole surgery, whole scar, And, I didn't get the pity. I wish I got it.
You're like, is this what it's going to be like when I'm gone? Motherfuckers is going to keep doing normal stuff. Like, I don't want people eating. I don't want people having conversations. I don't want people crying and acting like they can't live without me. But y'all still playing Madden.
Y'all still paying taxes?
When I flipped over in that truck in 2013, it was a couple problems that presented themselves in my life at that point. While looking back, I'm like, wow. First of all, my best friend, he passed not too far after. Right, but that's when I realized that he wasn't the same, because I got into the accident. I flipped over on the 15 freeway, the Guyana Road exit. I was coming around the curve, flipped over, bam, right. So that next couple days, this is my boy that I grew up with since 11 years old. He grew up across the street from me. We got the same birthday and everything. So I'm feeling like, after a near-death experience, you're like, everything is like, it's just different for you.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
You like really appreciate life.
Like,
you feeling real sentimental. You know what I'm saying?
Every inhale counts.
So I took my boy out to the very spot that I crashed at. The very spot. It was still glass from the accident on the on-ramp that I crashed on when I almost passed. And
like, look, my nigga, I was right here. See that oil right here? Nigga, that was my lunch. I pissed. That's my piss right there. You can't really tell, but this is it right here.
This is it. So I'm going through all this, man. I'm just like, man, I'm just having sentimental moments. I'm like, dang, it could have been over for your boy. I'm talking. This is a guy, my best friend, and we used to have very insightful conversations. Very, you know how I am. I talk about way deeper stuff. I be asking people questions, and sometimes I know they be thinking, nigga, why you so nosy? Why you asking me about nigga? That's just my natural brain.
Might one call you a philosopher.
Hey, so we're in this conversation, and I notice, oh my gosh, he has no empathy. The guy that I grew up with it's not him. It's not his essence coming out of him no more. The problem, the drug he was on, had replaced the guy I grew up with. That was one of the most, because I grew up around drug addicts. I grew up around crackheads. Crackheads don't lose their spirit, bro. They still be good people. But they just be having a problem. But it's something.
They're not good when they take your shit.
Yeah, they take your shit. But what I'm saying is, when somebody get on meth, in my opinion, it takes out all of the good.
Right.
It's like an empty vessel.
Right.
That was the first time I was confronted with that problem. It was very eerie. It was very, it was spooky.
Holes in their cheeks. Like, what the fuck? Don't you see your face is what? And
then you start realizing when you have a friend that's close to you and that's happened, you start looking back, like you start seeing the signs, like, oh, I should have caught that. I just thought you know what I mean? But that was the first time I had been presented with that problem. It was very... It was earth-shattering to see that, dang, this is really possible. Somebody
could be present but not be present.
And not have the capability to reel it back in. That's why you got to be very careful about all types of things, man. Like, whatever drugs you do, even arguing, yelling with people, being angry, like the more you do that in your life, the harder it is to reel back in. That's why if you notice, when you argue with somebody over and over, sometimes after a while, it heightens faster, or the anger gets bigger. At first, it starts off as a low, slight disagreement. Oh, shut up, Alejandro, you crazy. Be quiet, Otto. And then you notice, like, over time, if you keep getting into it with that person, it gets more serious. That's because the more you do that, the harder it is to reel in, because your brain only has so much of this hormone called dopamine, serotonin, all these different hormones that cause you to chase that high when you get angry. It only has so much of it. So the more you go there, the more of that shit that's released in your system, and then the less of it that's available to you over time. So you get angry because you have to do more to get there. It's like first used to be a blunt that just got you high. It's this equivalent. Then it takes 2 blunts. Then it takes 3 blunts. Then it takes 3 blunts and a beer.
Then it takes a different strand of weed.
Then it takes a different strand of weed. It's like that's the same thing.
Then it takes concentrate. Now
Hey.
you want to moon rock the motherfucker.
Or the more you have sex. Say
Exactly.
the first time you smash your girl, it's incredible. You be seizuring when you're not like, oh, you know what I mean? You're into every pump. You're like, God, this is the greatest. You know what I'm saying? But
By
start
the time-
smashing her every day.
Yeah.
Start smashing her every day.
Every day.
And her vagina gets as regular as a 24-ounce of soda. Regular size.
You got to get some oil and.
Okay. Before we continue,
I'm
Kraig,
just saying.
make a decision. Shirt untied or shirt tied?
We out here today.
Yeah.
I've been eating bad. I ate myself into this condition. I need you guys to see this because this is not going to be my physical appearance for too much longer.
He got a new tan pillow.
Yeah.
The blue couch.
Shirt out. Hated it, love it. The underdog's on top.
Let him live.
But I'm going to shine. But here's the thing, though. What I noticed about there being no easy way out. We get brainwashed because first we start with a problem and then we have an early success. And that's what keeps us down the path of making shit hard for us. Like that first high is early success. You're like, wow, I got to feel like this more. And you chase it. Wow, now it's 2 hits. Oh, I got to. And that's success to you because you're high, you're laughing, you're having a good time.
True for the amateur smoker.
For the amateur smoker.
Yeah, when you get to be in the connoisseur, you start to become a master of it. You start to attach it with things, and it just complements things that you do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like spiritually, smoke weed before prayer or meditation or a focused meditation can heighten
Right.
what you're trying to accomplish. But if you have no focus, then you're gonna get a bunch of no focus.
Right.
That's really what it is. So
That's real.
yeah. But some kids, just guitar is so loaded high, we're loaded high. Then when you get older and wiser, you focus. You smoke with purpose.
That's it. You about to say something?
Are we still talking about drugs or the
Just
hit of success?
We just talk. It's a metaphor for everything,
Yeah.
not just drugs.
No, but like I felt like you were moving into the side of like people doing, doing hard stuff and getting that whiff of success.
Mm-hmm.
Is that about drugs or about somebody pursuing a career?
That's a metaphor for life.
And
The way that I conversate is on this show is applicable to your life. You could take it and apply it to. So it's not specifically that. That's just a vehicle you could hop in and be like, oh, I get it.
Uh-huh. And then I just branched off with defending marijuana, where it's like, okay, yes, it can be foolish with it, but then at the same time, you can also use it as an advantage, as a tool if you use it right.
I guess.
You got to, man, because look, let me tell you about how life can be manipulating, right? So we all have our own setback stories. Start with a problem. We figure it out, then we have early success. That gives us the energy to keep going. And then there's a setback that happens in every hero story. Every protagonist has a setback, right? But what people try to do is people who can't manage their setbacks try to lay them in your lap. So now you find yourself as a decent person.
You said lamb in your lap?
Lay them in your lap, sit them next to you, put them on your mind.
Okay.
Put them on your mind as if it's their issue you have to
Okay.
solve.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
And before you know it,
Someone laying on lap.
You got 4, 5 setbacks that you got to figure out, and you ain't even got to your own setback. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst part, to solve a problem that ain't even yours. When somebody asks you to borrow money, that's not my problem, that's yours. But when I let you borrow it and I solve your problem, do you know what that opens me up to? It opens me up to solving more of your problems. God damn, how many problems I got to solve? If you got to solve more than 3 problems for a person, that person is going to hate you one day. Because what's going to happen is you're going to be like, I can't do it no more. And they're going to be like, oh, you know what? I hate this nigga. I hate you. I hate you. You will not solve my problems anymore. You will not allow me to disrespect you anymore. I hate you.
Why you closing your shirt like it's a rose?
A prime example of that is Drake. Drake did all these features for all these artists, made them hot. Let me get a podcast Drake feature. I'm out of here. I didn't get no podcast Drake feature. If I would have did it, I would have took it to the moon. But all these rappers, they want to team up against Drake now. And that's annoying. Only Drake beef I'm recognizing is Kendrick. All these other piggyback beefs are corny. I listened to the song today. What's the song?
No face.
No face.
No face?
No face.
The first couple bars, he was exactly right. What did he say in the first couple bars?
I'll get it to you.
I made you hot or something like that, or features or something like that. I don't listen to his music as much as I used to because I'm older than him. It is not a manly thing to listen to the music of men who are younger than you because they're ill-advised and they don't be talking about nothing pertinent to life.
Ain't got no face.
Unless they got ghostwriters that are my age or older, then I might mess with them. That's why Michael Jackson was so powerful as a kid. At 7 years old, he had Motown writers. Could you imagine how whack Michael Jackson would have been if he was 7 writing his own songs?
Yeah.
All the songs would have been about wanting to play and being the youngest brother and goofy shit like that.
Ben and Ben Part 2 and Ben Part 3 and Ben Part 4.
Can we get these rappers some mature ghostwriters? Because I have learned nothing from hip-hop but getting head, doing drugs, and beefing with other black people. I'm tired of it. If Michael Jackson didn't have a ghostwriter, he wouldn't be Michael Jackson.
Facts.
This is the shit that my daddy raised me on. Niggas got lit off the features I skated on. I gotta know. How'd you get lit off the nigga you hating on? Numbers untouchable, they got the data wrong.
So they're going to want me to check you for saying nigga a few times. So don't ever do it again. But he was just reading around. Niggas got popular off the beats that I skated on. This is truth. Name me 10 rappers right now that Drake skated on their beat and got them hot.
Future. Young Thug.
Young Thug.
2.
Ghana, Little Baby.
Ghana, Lil Baby. 4.
Make Meal.
What?
Who?
Make Meal.
What meal are we making?
Again. Yes.
Meek Meal.
Oh, okay. I'm
Meek
not
Mill.
cooking it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Make me.
Future.
We said Future already. You said Future first.
Did I?
Yeah.
Fuck.
All these Atlanta rappers, huh?
Yeah. ATL, huh?
Crazy.
The Weeknd kind of counts, right?
The
6.
Weeknd. He skated on y'all stuff, and now y'all
Travis
joining
Scott, Lil Uzi Vert.
together.
Travis Scott, yeah.
I don't respect it. I've been there where people I've helped have tried to join forces because they think they can get strong enough to take me down. Well, guess what? I'm still here. And Drake is still here.
Drake is still Draking.
Drake is still Draking. You're trying to cause a setback in somebody else's life because you can't handle your own business is corny. It's corny. I would really be more tuned in to the beef if people was like, yeah, man, you helped me out, you helped my career out, and I appreciate that, but I don't like you because you won't do it. You won't do that for me no more. I could respect that if you was really honest about why you hated somebody. Like, hey, I don't like you because I thought I would be able to beat you at your own game, and I wasn't capable of doing that, and my feelings are hurt because I thought I was better than you, but there's nothing in my life that there's no evidence to prove it in the world, so I have to make you feel a certain way so I can feel better about myself. This is what these rappers should be saying to Drake.
What if, he fucked their girl?
I don't care. It's her vagina. Future can't say nothing. You got 28 baby mamas. And look what you did to Scottie Pippen. If you heard over abroad, I love Future too. I'm just talking from a man's perspective. If you the type of dude to smash somebody else's girl and get hurt over them smashing your girl, you are a scumbag, low to the ground type of guy. If that's your business, waiting till your boy walks away and tiptoeing and trying to get his girl's attention. You know how them dudes who think they can get everybody a girl, so they be in the room and they try to be extra vibey to the chick, like extra eye contact and sneaky behind people's back and, extra just body language to try to get her to know that they're interested without saying it. And then they go to the bathroom when she goes to them kind of. If you're that type of guy, where you aim and shoot at your boys' women, your karma is going to be too much for you to deal with. It's going to be too much for you. Now, it's a difference between you just being a dude that's on them hoes and you holler at a chick, oh, y'all together? You know what I'm saying? That's different. But once you figure out, oh, she's messing with Alejandro, and then you keep pursuing her, but you're you're a weak-ass nigga.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that to me, Otto, would you?
Nah. Nah. I wouldn't do that. We'd just be friends.
I respect people who when they're in the wrong, they still show their face. Because we're all wrong a lot, dog. You know how much I've been wrong?
Yeah, we growing. Ain't nobody perfect. We all make mistakes. We all learning.
Wrong a lot. Why double down on your downfall? It doesn't make any sense. Look, first of all, when people do the manipulation, the tiptoeing, the weird stuff, the hollering at they homies' girls, stealing from your friends, the backdoor stuff, the psychological games that cats play. When you operate like that, that's a false power move. You think you're exhibiting power by going against the grain, specifically to those you envy. You feel like your productivity is the same as productivity. Look, false power is always connected to a lie or insecurity. He's lost.
No, I got it. I have
Answer
a question.
Go ahead, answer the question.
Okay. Which one would you forgive more? Somebody stealing money from you or fucking your girl?
Fucking my girl.
You said forgive?
Yeah.
I don't even mind if somebody's messing my girl that I'm with. That's unforgivable, right? I don't hate you, but we can't fuck around no more. But I think it's weird for men to chase women that their boys used to fuck with. Now, it's not bad to smash a chick that your homie used to fuck with years ago. But I'm talking about pursuing women that your boy smashed, because in my opinion, that is a false power play. You are trying to prove to yourself that you can do what your boy did.
Yep.
Instead of just staying in your lane, you're trying to jump into somebody else's lane. That's also overstepping boundaries.
That's ego.
That's ego. You feel what I'm saying? So even though I don't think it's wrong, I think it's weird to continue to smash, unless it's some orgy type shit. Try to smash a woman that your boy fuck with. But the money thing, stealing money, to me is more unforgivable. And let's be clear about stealing money. You can't take from me and then stop. Once somebody steals from you, they're gonna keep stealing. They're going to keep stealing. And by the time you catch them, It's rare you catch somebody immediately.
The first time.
You
We all steal grapes from the grocery store, right? You still eat grapes from the grocery store without paying for them?
No, because I don't wash them.
Oh, you okay? All right. You don't keep like wipes to wipe. No.
Nope. But go ahead, man. Like, what else do you steal from the grocery store?
I just eat grapes at the grocery store.
Grapes?
You know, I mean, grapes.
See? He's the type of guy you gotta watch out in the grocery store. He's gonna eat a bag of chips.
A whole bag of chips. Damn. That's a big ass boat.
But imagine how whack Michael Jackson would have been at 8, 9 years old if he wrote his own songs.
Marlon keep messing with me. The hit, Michael Jackson hit.
Whoop me again about his daddy. Whoop me again.
Whoop me again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. No, it wasn't me, Joe. It wasn't me. These are titles of Michael Jackson songs. If he was writing his own songs at 7, 6.
Doing something before you're ready is the equivalent to Michael Jackson writing his own music at 7. You know what I'm saying? It's the equivalent. It's look, man.
Don't go, Tito.
Real spirit. It's. How can I put it? How can I put this? It's like going to the car lot and test driving and trying to buy a car with no money, no job. Like you go through the application process, you do the test drive. You know, you ever sit down to buy a car, finance it? You sit down, they Foursquare you. You know what Foursquare is? Just for you guys who are thinking about buying a car or have never bought a car and you're going to end up buying a car, Foursquare is the process of landing you on a down payment and monthly payment. So normally what happens is, say you want a car. Car's $50K. This is some game I'm giving you if you ever go try to finance a car. So you go and you fill out the application, right? When you fill out the application, they run your credit. They run your credit. The reason that they run your credit is because they're trying to figure out how to fuck you, and they want to use your past against you to be able to do it. So they'll run your credit, and they'll be like, okay, say you've never financed a car. You sit down, you got 3 credit cards, you got a 750 FICO. You qualify for a good interest rate. Maybe you qualify for a 12% interest rate. But at 12%, the dealership is not going to make no money. They're not going to make no money. And the dealerships are into making money. So the bank, when you put your application in, the bank will look over and be like, okay, he has a 750 FICO. We'll give him a 12% interest rate. Just get him to give us $5,000 down, and he can finance the $40,000 car. Then the people in the back, the managers, who the salespeople work for, they'll get the deal back, and it'll say $5,000 down, 12%, $40,000 car. We're gonna finance him $40,000, right? They'll look at the dealership will look at it and be like, well, damn. They sent us this, they accepted the offer, but we only make $800 off this deal. But if we get him, because they'll have a tier system, if we get him to give us $10,000 down and agree to 15%, instead of us making $800 off this deal, we'll make $6,000. And they'll go out there knowing you qualify for 12%, and they'll go over your credit report, because remember, you don't have no car loans on your credit. You just got 3 credit cards and some small stuff. They'll come out and say some shit like, well, you got a good score, but you don't have any car credit. You've never got a loan before. So just because you never got a loan before, the bank says you're a higher risk customer. So because you're a high risk customer, even though you qualify for a 12% interest rate, you can only get that interest rate if you give us $10,000 down. With $10,000 down, not the $5,000 you want to put down, the bank will feel more comfortable giving you a 12% risk because, hey, you've never purchased a car. You could run off with the car. They don't know. They have to find a way to secure their asset. So if you just put $10,000 down instead of 5, you can buy yourself down from this 4% rate, because look, this 4% rate is going to put another $8,000 on the price of the car over 72 months. So if you give us $10,000 down, you can get a 4% interest rate. You finance $8,000 less dollars, and you can have the car you want.
I know an easy way of doing it.
What's an easy way?
Easy way.
Great.
It's just go take the CBS. If you got a college degree, go take your CBS. Then you start substitute teaching. Once you start substitute teaching, open up a bank account at School First Credit Union.
There we go.
And then once you get the bank account with the credit union and you're a teacher, and you got some decent credit, they'll give you a car with no money down, about $20,000 loan, but no money down. And then you just get to rolling. Just find a dealership, the car that you want.
So you gotta go to college for this.
You got to have a degree. You got to have a
You
college
be in a
degree.
credit. You get that at Navy Federal too.
So you got so you can take the CBS, so you can be a substitute teacher.
Have you done that?
Yeah,
You're a substitute teacher.
a lot of things. I'm a lot of things.
Financing a car is the worst thing you could do. I'm financing a car right now. It's the last one of my finance.
Yeah, it's bad. It's not even worth it.
Cash out.
But again, if you got a good deal where again, my the interest rate was 5%, 5% interest rate with a car for $20,000. That's a win. Payments are about less than $4 a month.
That's not bad.
And use it as a tool to to make it work for you.
Make it work. Could you imagine if Whitney Houston wrote her own music when she came out? She came out when she was 16. She came out when she was 16. What year was Whitney Houston 16? What year was Whitney Houston born?
Whitney Houston was born August 9th, 1963.
73, she was 10.
So
79, she was 16.
okay.
In 1979, what were the most popular movies of 1979, PG-13 movies? She might have been fucking.
Watching The Wiz?
Alien came out in 79.
Alien?
Yeah, but that's R.
She was definitely watching rated R movies. Whitney Houston was definitely watching rated R movies. Anyway.
Okay, but you're talking about
She's watching Sparkle and shit.
singers. Now, I don't care if Drake doesn't write his, pop songs, but the diss songs has to be his pen.
I agree.
Like all the raps that the song we were talking about, if he didn't write that one,
But what I'm saying is this, I'm going even deeper. I'm not even talking about the rhyming part. I'm saying him doing these features, skating on these features, he's actually writing and contributing to their success story.
Right.
He's an author. He's an author of a chapter in their success story. Whenever somebody throws you a lick and helps you out, they're actually taking the pen that you use to write in the book about your life and your success, ups and downs. You're giving them the pen and they're actually writing a chapter or two. Hey, loaned you 10 grand. Hey, did a feature for you. Hey, let you be on my podcast. Hey, gave you a ride to the store. Hey, let you borrow some bread. Hey. These are all, anytime somebody helps you, they're writing in your story.
Like Quincy Jones wrote a Michael Jackson story. Yeah.
How do you bite the hand that feeds you and expects people to respect you? Like, look, my parents are great. I've experienced the good and the bad with my parents. It's some things I could be mad at for my entire life that they didn't do,
True.
right?
Yeah.
But how do you bite the hand that feeds you? It happens to us all. At some point, it's on you. I don't care if you're 9 years old when it happens, if you're 12, if you're 21. Once you realize it's all on you, you got to be accountable, because if it don't work out, it's still all on you.
It's all on you.
I wish I could blame somebody else for my stomach looking like this. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. It's all me.
and Popeyes.
And Popeyes. That's some funny shit. Why am I preaching today? Like, where's the laughs? What's going on in the world today, Alejandro?
Okay. So, Tyrese was recently in a podcast with Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay. And then he said, black people are fragmented and expresses that Jewish, Asian, white, and Latino communities don't have like a fragmented race or culture, which is why they're buying up everything.
Shut up, Tyrese. You don't know what you're talking about. Classism in America, racism is the little brother to feudalism. You need to do your research because there's so many people who don't understand classism, knights and nobility and peasant class. This is what our system of racism is based on. But since race is a more clear-cut shortcut to disenfranchisement, it seems like black people have all the problems. System failures cannot be our issue. At some point, the system is responsible for the lack of resources trickling down to this level. But since Tyrese is an egomaniac and has experienced his own level of hate because of his interactions on social media, he feels like if people ain't loving what he does the right way and speaking about the shit that he puts out, that is hate. It ain't hate, nigga. You a product. Media is a fucking source of revenue. If you get online talking about what more do you want from me, we gonna talk about it. Just like niggas talked about me. You got niggas talking about I'm a yes man on 5150. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. That ain't my goddamn show. That's the big homie show. What if I was like, what more do you want from me? I'm trying much. Shut the fuck up, Kraig, is what I would tell myself in my brain. And somebody need to tell Tyrese that. He was on there dick riding Shay Shay. He was too conscious of the Cat Williams interview. He was trying to say something to get his shit bigger than you. Did you notice that? Like
He said it. He said it.
You too Cat Williams conscious, nigga. Just interview about your life.
Yeah.
When Cat was on here, because when Cat was, Cat went on other podcasts, you niggas can't even say podcast plural, other podcasts had Cat Williams on, and they didn't do what he did on Shay Shay. So what does that say, Shay? That says that Shay Shay, you like the new Oprah. Shut up, Tyrese.
I just wanted you to know that I know you. I understand the game. I see it. You know what I'm saying? So plug me in. How can I be a part of this? We both bald head. We both black brothers. We dark skinned it.
Right. You're too shiny. You just shut up. This is the problem.
I see you. You know, those your Air Force Ones, 2-hour Air Force Ones. Like, okay, it's funny.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of Tyrese's talent, but
yeah, shout out, dude.
I also don't like how these cats get in the media and they take stuff so personal. When we roast you and say jokes about you, it's not personal. Stop being sensitive and saying that we're hating. We're not hating. We don't know you like that. You got to know somebody to hate. I experience hate with some of the cats that used to be on this show. Pure hate. You ain't experienced no hate in this industry, Tyrese. You've been successful for a long time. You don't want to trade places, I bet that much. So stop crying, dog. Stop crying. I thought you was taking a step in the right direction when you took out the tongue ring 20 years ago. Because you thought we forgot you used to have a tongue ring? Coca-Cola commercial was silver in your mouth.
Have you checked out his new project?
You looking like the first Lupita when you first came out. You said, Lupita. Looking like the first Lupita. Lupita, his new album is dope.
He got his first single, Wildflower. Is a remake, but he got this whole little soulful grown man type thing. He's trying to channel from like a Marvin Gaye space. Like,
that's dope. I gotta listen to it.
Yes, yeah.
I'm a fan of Tyrese, man. Out of the East Side, out of Watts, we love you, but sometimes I don't know, man. You ever notice how like when people reach a certain level of success, they congregate away from us? That's what I feel like. It's like they're not like us. I felt like a they're not like us show.
So
like we're different.
Let's say, tomorrow you wake up, your bank account has $15 million.
Right.
where are you moving?
Well, nobody would know that I had that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody would know.
But
Nobody.
I would move right over here, Brentwood, Malibu area.
And who are your neighbors there?
I don't know. Or I would move Texas or something, but nobody would know. $15 million is not enough. There's people I know personally that probably got 30, 40 million, and they don't seclude themselves like you think you would, because it's really not that much money. You know what I mean? So, and you still want personal experiences. You still want to be able to do regular stuff and have money. You just don't want people to know you have it.
And it's kind of hard. Government ain't gonna let you just sit on it. You gotta, play with it, move it.
Okay, let's increase the value, and let's just say, who do you want your neighbors to be then?
I hate to say this.
It's who? I mean, whatever. I mean, who?
My neighbors, they won't be black. I'm sorry. I had to say it. Unless they got what I got. I just
Black American.
niggas have turned on me for hundreds of dollars. Imagine what they'll do for millions.
They could be dark skinned, but they don't have to be Black American.
I don't even.
You know
I'm saying-
which to me is the ideal neighbors?
No, I don't mind having. I mean, look, I guess.
You said it.
No,
Stand
no,
by
I
it.
didn't
No,
say-
you stand by it.
I didn't mean that. I'm just playing. I'm just
my
joking.
nigga.
You
Nah, my
were
niggas.
playing.
You can live
I'm
on the
only
cul-de-sac.
living in neighborhoods where I can walk around at 4 or 3 in the morning and not have to worry about violence.
That's why Asian community for me.
Asian?
Really?
Yeah. Now they might bust your balls if
What
you're
kind of Asian?
I thought you said
All of them?
aging, like they getting older.
no
You
Asians.
want to live in an old folks' home? See, I want to
No.
live around. My neighbor's got to be 90. Every year is a new neighbor because they pass. So I've
Asian,
okay.
What type of Asian? Indian?
Chinese, because
Chinese.
Koreans have a little bit of rough edge to them.
Yeah. Koreans have that deep. Oh, look, it's like a bear speaking backwards Spanish. No, I get you.
A bear speaking backwards Spanish.
Yeah, Koreans are very aggressive. Chinese people, they're aggressive too. I can see that. There's a city out here called Alhambra. That's pretty safe.
San Gabriel.
San Gabriel's pretty
Ooh,
safe.
San Gabriel. A little further
But you're not
down.
going to have no friends because if you've ever lived in an Asian neighborhood, they will not talk to you.
Yes.
You could be. I used to live in this apartment complex. I was the only damn near black person in there. I didn't have one conversation besides. It was all head nods. Like,
Yeah.
Hurry up and buy.
sometimes somebody knock on, is that your call? I said, nah, it's not. That's not my call. Oh, okay. And they won't even say it. They'll just walk away.
Yeah.
You're not going to have good relationships with your community if you're non-Asian and live in an Asian community. You're not going to be invited to any of the city hall meetings.
Unless you speak their language. And if you don't speak their language,
Have you lived in an Asian neighborhood before?
No, but I have plenty of Asian friends.
Me too. But living in an Asian neighborhood and having Asian friends is different. If there's anybody that's not Asian and they live in an all Asian neighborhood, how many friends do you have? How many people have you built a bond with in the neighborhood? I'm not talking about at school. I'm not talking about in the dorm. I'm talking about in the neighborhood.
But wouldn't you like that? You're like 5 inches taller than everybody.
Oh, that's real spit though, bro. Like
that's
I like it. Oh, actually,
except Samoan. Samoan, they just like us.
no, yeah. Like,
But like Korean, comment below. Anybody live in Koreatown, Chinatown, anywhere? How many homies you got? What are their names? First, last name. Put it in the comments. I bet you it's 0. If it's 1, I'll be surprised.
one Jerome. And he might be Jewish.
But no, you're right. Very safe neighborhoods.
yeah,
Very safe.
you can walk at any time.
I feel like it's all a front. It's all a triad mob front. Because if you've ever lived in an Asian neighborhood, most of the stores have nobody in them. How the fuck are donut shops thriving and there's never more than 4 people in the motherfucker at one time? I know why Krispy Kremes is cracking. The windows is everywhere. You can see them making the shit. But when you go to a regular donut shop, there's never more than you and the husband and wife and maybe who you bring with you at the same time.
Because it's hurry up and buy. You come and you go, you get your donut, and you leave.
That's because it's a cover-up for the karate mob. There's an undercover karate mob that's putting up all the money for these donut shops. Because I've not, look, I bet you if we go to the bank and talk to the bankers of donut shops, they can't have more than 10 deposits a week.
But by Glendale, I've gone to 2 pizza shops, Armenian owned. No
Nothing.
Customers ever.
There'll never be. It's a
front.
cover-up for the mob.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of guys smoking cigarettes.
All day.
Only place you're going to catch my
All day.
Armenian brothers and sisters is at Zangief Chicken. That's the only place you're going to see them spending money. But anywhere else, it's all a cover-up. If it ain't Zanku, I said Zangief. If it ain't Zanku Chicken,
Yeah.
it's all a cover-up. These other race communities, Chinatown, Jamaica, Queens,
Little Tokyo.
Little Armenia, Little Tokyo, Belize Town,
Little Ethiopia.
Little Ethiopia. All these are mafia cover-ups. Ain't no way they really making money like that.
Sad part is when you go other places, they don't have Little Americas.
They don't have Little Americas.
Like there's other countries, there's no. This is Little America.
In
No.
the United States.
Soul food spot be cracking, but niggas don't never own the property. These other spots don't be selling no donuts, and they be owning them buildings.
Got flies in the window. That same.
I'm not a big fan of soul food.
Really? What soul food have you,
You ain't
had?
got no soul.
There's no way.
I'm not.
What have you had, bro? There's no way.
Can you tell me a dish?
Cornbread.
I have cornbread. I like cornbread.
Okay.
Is
Jiffy.
barbecue soul food?
No, barbecue is not soul food. Barbecue is barbecue.
Like crawfish with rice?
That's Cajun, but Cajun has white. Soul food is not crawfish.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken?
That's soul food.
Okay, I like fried chicken.
Macaroni and cheese.
That's soul food.
That's soul food.
Macaroni and cheese. Not
Waffles and chicken and waffles. That's
The
soul
waffle isn't soul food. That's something that was added, but like the yams,
Oh.
that's soul food. The red
Yeah.
beans and rice, that's soul
Greens.
food. The greens, that's soul
food. See,
food.
I don't like greens. The greens.
Yeah, greens are fire to me.
collard greens.
I don't like collard greens.
Mustard greens.
Nope.
Okay, here's the interesting. Technically, Thanksgiving food and Christmas food are soul food.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's the same people that prepared it and made it.
Yeah.
A lot of it crosses over to.
It's soul food with certain
The
traditional.
turkey. Who created that way of cooking it?
The pilgrims.
So if you fry a turkey, it's soul food.
Frying it makes it soul
I don't-
food. But
fry
the turkey,
you bake it.
no, but the turkey, like there's certain dishes that come along with the holiday, but around which the turkey comes on Thanksgiving, but cranberry sauce. But then the other foods, the macaroni and cheese is more soul food. It ain't no Thanksgiving
As soon
macaroni
as
and
they
cheese.
bake it, it's so. If they bake the mac and cheese and they put a bunch of different type of cheeses in it, it's now soul food.
Is KFC soul food?
No, KFC is Southern
It's
white food. It was prepared by slaves or prepared by black people, so it has elements of soul food. But soul food is made from the soul. It's different. You can't have fast food soul food.
Chitlins.
If it's
is
not
soul food.
going through its preparation process, because that's where the soul comes from, is the preparation, the
stewing,
seasoning,
gumbo,
the
soul food.
fellowship. If it's not coming from that process, it ain't soul food. It's just a Southern chicken spot.
So can a white person cook soul food?
Of course, if they're taught by a black person. You feel me? But you can't just...
Like from watching YouTube videos.
I mean, you can mimic it, but it won't be the same.
It's
First of all, it's got to be some Motown playing while you're cooking it. If it ain't no Motown playing, it's not soul food.
Motown or James Brown.
It's got to be some Motown. It's got to be a black voice crooning, male or female, while you cook to be soul food. Another thing that has to exist for it to be soul food, it's got to be at least 2 arguments in the process of making it. the word bitch has to be used, and shut the fuck up. We don't need you anyway. If you don't hear that being said during the cooking of a meal, it's not soul food.
Ain't so.
It's not
bland.
dysfunctional
Ain't no
enough to be soul
argument.
food. It's not dysfunctional enough to be soul food.
That's funny. Not enough arguments. Yeah, that's
It's
funny.
got to be 2 arguments.
Gotta be beer.
It's got to be
In
a
the refrigerator.
tall can of fucking Miller's within 10 feet
Malt
of the
liquor.
kitchen in order for it to be soul food.
Malt liquor.
Got to be malt.
Malt liquor in the refrigerator somewhere.
It's got to be. I'm telling you, it's so much stuff. There's so many things when it comes to soul food. It's,
Spam. Is spam soul food?
Spam is poor people food. To some people, it's a delicacy.
Yeah, man. But I see that shit on the fuck sushi menu. Like, that's spam?
You go to a Samoan house, and spam, they always out of spam.
Yeah, that's
They eat
crazy.
spam breakfast,
Hey, with
Dinner
us,
and lunch.
it's rice and add anything.
anything with the rice.
Yeah, white rice, add anything.
So white rice. And
What? Egg.
Always white rice.
White rice and egg.
Can you ever do brown rice? Oh, it has to be white rice.
It has to be white.
Because rice is filling.
Yeah.
So what happens is when you live in impoverished countries, there's 2 things that they use to deal with eating bullshit and to feel full. It's rice and cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper, you sprinkle that on anything. You sprinkle that on a dead Nike, and you can eat the Nike. Like places where they eat frog and baboon and just off-kilter animals.
Sprinkle a little cayenne
There's
pepper.
going to be some type of cayenne variant. It's going to be spicy because nobody wants to taste the frog leg sandwich. They want to just eat. You know what I'm saying? So the 2 elements is, what was the first one I said?
You wouldn't.
You said rice and cayenne
rice.
paper.
Rice will fill you up.
You wouldn't enjoy
And
it.
noodles wouldn't?
Noodles will too, but it has to be something with the process of making rice.
You can't.
It must be easier to get rice than it is to get noodles. He's laughing at me. I missed it.
No, I don't know. I'm just laughing. I'm just
All right,
laughing.
go ahead.
It has to be easier to get rice than it is to get noodles.
Like
It's the same thing.
Today or 100 years ago.
100 years ago. It's something, I've never seen an African with noodles.
Noodles is just long rice.
No,
yeah,
it's not.
yeah, but
Why
like
not?
all the songs.
A noodle is a tall piece of rice. Go ahead.
What about all the songs on a ramen noodle diet?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's some, yeah. But where are the noodles in
Ramen
Nigeria?
noodles?
Huh?
Ramen noodles?
Do they got that where you from?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's too much salt. I mean,
Yeah, but like poor people eat ramen noodles.
that's a poor. Yeah, that's a poor food. Yes.
Like that costs $1. And it's in styrofoam cup just to give you cancer.
Here we go. Here we go, y'all.
But it's funny how we only eat certain foods, right? You start talking about, people not wanting to eat. What would you say? Baboon
Yeah, the back. I mean,
leg or whatever. I started thinking like, okay, monkey stomach because we eat pork belly. What if we have monkey belly? Why don't we have monkey belly sandwiches? You know what I'm saying? Why this shit don't exist? Like,
there ain't no monkeys here, but if it was, I mean,
it's monkeys. We got a bunch of monkeys.
domesticated monkeys, but ain't no. Are there any monkeys native to America?
No, but this is the trip. In Florida, they have an infestation of monkeys because, they have all these different exotic animals that people taking and, let free. So they got wild monkeys. They have a community of wild monkeys. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they protect it where you can't hunt them and kill them, but shit, you could have a monk belly sandwich.
I'm not messing with it. A monk belly.
What's the strangest food you've ever
Gator.
eaten?
I had a gator at
Strangest?
Papados in Dallas. I didn't know it till I swallowed it, paused, and they told me, I was like, I'd never do it again. I didn't like the way it tasted. But I've never had gator's the wildest thing I ever ate.
Bison, elk. I mean,
Bison ain't wild. Bison is good.
Kangaroo.
You eat a kangaroo?
Yeah, man. I make a fabulous dish.
I didn't know
I call-
people ate kangaroo.
I didn't know it till I
They
found
do
out from
in Australia. I mean, they don't. Kangaroos are only in Australia. So you don't have kangaroos here, so you ain't really gonna find no kangaroo meat on the meat aisle.
Kangaroos are assholes. I don't know if you've seen the
They
videos.
always want to fight.
Yeah.
What does it taste like, kangaroo?
So first off, you ain't gonna find no like kangaroo steaks. Shit comes in like hot dog form, what they call kangabangas. That's what they're called. but they're like hot dogs. It's kind of like
A kangaroo is like,
A dog,
right?
marsupial.
Is it like a dog?
Yeah, like a dog, right?
It's more like a
It's closer to dog than cat.
No, it's closer to rabbit.
Rabbit, okay.
Like you know what I mean? Just from
I can see
looking at
that's
it.
a big ass rabbit.
Like a big ass rabbit, but then it got like a face like a deer.
Yeah.
But it's like a because of his legs. It's wild. You know what I mean? Even like you see the wallabies because they're just smaller version of kangaroos, but they're just you know what I mean? Like
You
they
would
don't-
eat anything, would you?
no.
If I would give you a dog steak, you'd probably try it, wouldn't you?
Why would a dog? But why do
couldn't
we eat?
hang out with
Why do
you.
we eat what we eat? Someone told you that you should eat cow, chicken, pig, and don't eat these other animals. But they're all animals. It's all flesh. It's all the same shit.
So if somebody gave you put a plate on and said, "This is human," want to take one bite?
Bro, well, hell no.
Why we gotta go? Why we gotta?
I'm just
say-
wondering. I'm just like, because I'm not sure what I would say. I mean, they already cooked it.
Nah. Let me tell you something.
I don't want to taste my own flesh.
Put human on a plate, man. I'm gonna be like, I'll be right back. I'm coming back with the authorities. Is it wrong to tell on a cannibal?
I mean,
Does that break street code if you snitch on a cannibal? Because niggas act tough as a motherfucker when it come to shooting, stabbing, beating up. Oh, I ain't telling on nothing. But what if you knew a nigga was eating people? Would you tell? And would the homies call you a snitch?
Like nigga, his grandpa just died. Nigga, they ate the motherfucker. Like what?
Say you went to a party and you got invited. You know these motherfuckers was cannibals. You get there, they eating somebody.
It's a whole.
How do
like,
you play it off?
No, you have to leave.
How do you play it off?
How do you,
I left something in my car. I'll be right back.
How long
this is not-
after you realize they eating people how long does it take you to exit?
No, but hold on. This is
5 seconds.
But you can't leave because this is a type of party that you took a shuttle to this house. You didn't drive your car here. This is like a big event. You know
It's in
what
the
I'm saying?
Hollywood Hills.
Yeah, Hollywood Hills. You know what I'm saying? They got her roasting.
Fuck that. I'm walking.
Just
I'm
walk
not
down-
staying.
just
I'm
walking
not
down the
staying.
street.
Are you gonna say y'all? What the fuck? Are you gonna play
No,
it cool?
I'll play it off. I'll play it off like, oh, I'm gonna.
out.
I have to take this phone call.
Ooh, like everybody.
I'll be right back.
Ooh.
Continue eating, Ernie. I'll be right back.
No, but fix me a plate. I'll be back. I gotta check in.
Well, here, take it to go. Here, take it to go. They gave you. They just get. What if
They gave you a to-go container.
You had to take it with you. What you gonna do? Walk it like you gotta walk. out
You have to take it. And you know what? You have to take a bite in front of them to know that you're one of them. Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm a cannibal.
Like, I ain't gonna tell nobody.
You don't have to eat me.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to eat me.
Hey man, I got COVID. Hopefully that works. You act like you got COVID around some cannibals.
Hey, but
I think the body has COVID. Y'all smell that? Oh yeah, that nigga had COVID. Man, I would eat some of the nigga paws, but he got COVID.
Did y'all put salt on this? Man, I got high blood pressure. I can't be.
I can't
Oh,
eat
man.
I can't eat this now. Is that a bitch I can eat?
Oh, my dick is dripping again, guys.
Hey, man, I only eat women.
Is this human steak or just human ground beef? I mean, how ground human or?
But would you
or
rather
human
eat a woman or a guy?
I would eat no people.
Yeah, but if you had to choose.
There's no choice in being made.
steak? No. No choice.
I'm out
They gonna
there.
lose all the weight he was talking about losing. That's what's gonna happen. He said,
That's
no choice.
if there's a chance if you've been to third world countries that you've eaten somebody and didn't know. There's a chance.
It's possible. Yeah.
My girl used to be a doctor at my ex from years ago.
God bless her
Doctor.
soul.
She's still alive. She just moved on and married somebody who her father approved of.
Shout out to
Doc.
her. Yeah, shout out to her.
So She used to work at USC Medical Center, and she would tell me stories about people that would go on trips like to other countries, Mexico, so on and so forth. And they eat meat in those places, and I realized that they were contaminated. The meat was contaminated. And so, like, there's like a virus out there that's in certain types of meat where, like, it melts your insides. So she said she would tell me cases about people just being in the hospital, and they would just be babbling, saying shit that didn't make sense, just like talking but not being able to complete thoughts and saying just way out shit because they ate meat in other countries that was infected by whatever this virus is, and it was literally melting their neurotransmitters in their head and like liquefying their brain.
Monkey belly.
Monkey
Don't fuck
belly.
with that shit.
What, isn't that similar to mad cow disease?
Is that what mad cow disease does? I didn't know.
I mean,
that.
if you eat mad cow meat and you undercook it, you go crazy.
Really? I
Really?
thought the cows went crazy.
The cow,
The cows
but you
already
cannot
crazy.
you cannot eat the cows.
But the crazy is getting transferred into you. Because
So the nigga just moo, 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 moo. Like, why is this nigga mooing?
he just said,
I think they just chose a bad name.
Yeah.
Mad cow disease.
This nigga acting like a cow.
Moo,
This nigga's milking himself in public.
moo.
That's crazy. So I didn't know how mad cow, and I thought the mad part was the cow losing it. I didn't know that it transferred into human. What's a zoonotic disease? So there you go. A lot of zoonotic diseases, like I think
COVID. What
COVID
didn't it
is
come
zoonotic.
from like a fresh market?
But again, these zoonotic diseases coming from circumstances and situations where are unnatural. You put animals in unnatural spaces, and we are eating the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we should eat more wild shit. Maybe we should eat more kangaroo, more flamingo. You know what I mean? Have you had a flamingo taco? That'd be fire, no?
I've had pig brain.
See, that's just ridiculous. See what I'm saying?
That's menudo,
extra.
right?
That's
What's
No,
menudo?
pig stomach.
Stomach.
That's-
What's
yeah,
pig
chitlins.
brain called?
boucher.
Boucher?
No, cabeza.
Cabeza?
What was the question again?
What is
Brain.
pig brain called in Spanish? Like
Pig brain?
What's the meal called?
But brain.
Oh no, I was with some Chinese people. That's not Puerto Rican. I was with some Chinese people, and they're like, "Oh, try pig brain." I'm like, "Okay." And I
Pig
tried
brain or
it.
pig guts?
No, pig brain, and I also tried chicken heart. So I got the pig's memories.
Yes, you did.
But you're scared. I'm a chicken. I'm scared of
got
everything.
a heart like a chicken. But God,
But I'm a pig. No, that's wild, man.
right?
Nah, come on.
But you are what you eat.
But I heard like the reason why, because menudo is Mexican. That's the part of the meat that was left for poor people. So they
Yes.
had to come up with some dishes.
Yeah, same thing with soul food. All the chitlins and all that.
chitlins.
That's the part of the
Or
animal
boucher.
that the white people said, I'm not eating ass. Not even
So is pork feet soul food?
pig feet. I don't know.
That's some country. That's some poor
But they
shit.
pickle pig
That's
feet,
poor
right?
food. Yeah,
That's just country
pig snout.
southern food.
That's
No, because we eat that in Puerto Rico too.
you eat
Oh, well,
snout
shit,
too.
there you go.
Why?
What?
Why? Do,
Like we do it. Like we fry chicken too, but we don't put it. We don't add the flour.
Oh.
We just season it and fry it in oil. But we don't add the flour, so it doesn't come like. I prefer it that way.
pig feet.
Really?
But you said you eat pig feet, right?
No. My dad eats pig feet. I don't like because he's more like he grew up in a farm. Type
Is there
shit.
meat on the foot? Like it's feet,
But I eat pig guts with blood.
with blood.
So basically, because the luau.
With blood.
That's chitlins.
Chitlins.
Yeah, but the whole pig.
What do you mean? What's that?
So okay, when they do the whole pig,
Right.
and then there's another
The
plate.
luau. Yes.
Yeah, the luau.
Yes.
So we eat that with rice. But then we take the stomach, we add rice to it, and then like cook it, and it cooks with the blood. It's called morcilla. So I don't know. That's called to chitlins.
It's close to chitlins. Well, chitlins is basically the intestines, and you clean out all the caca.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you do that for?
I think they clean the caca.
But you said it's blood in there, so it might.
Yeah, there is blood
But did
with
you-
the rice.
And caca.
That sounds nasty.
No caca or yes caca?
I don't think caca.
Okay,
I'm not sure, but my mom doesn't like eating it.
See,
I wouldn't
Does
like eating it.
Okay, so does it smell like caca when you cook
It
it?
does not smell like caca.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Americans they take it, squeeze all the caca out, and then let it simmer for long, and then eat it
Wow.
like a noodle. Like it's fire.
There we
Put it in
go.
a taco, makes it great.
That's real.
Boucher tacos.
Boucher taco. What else you got for us?
Okay, so millionaires and the ocean don't seem to jive. The search for missing British billionaire Mike Lynch has come to an end after officials recovered his body from the Bayesian, his wife's super yacht that sank off the coast of Sicily earlier this week.
So his boat sank and he passed?
Yeah,
How old was he?
like they call him the British Bill Gates. I think he was 50s, 60s.
50s, 60s.
Oh, wow.
So
Rest in peace.
So he took off on his boat, like what, earlier this year, and went missing.
No, like this was like a week ago.
A week
Wow.
ago. By itself.
No, like I think it was with his wife too.
Okay.
His wife passed too? Or did she kill him?
Yeah. What happened? Did he go
They're
out?
looking into the people who were like in charge of the boat for foul play.
Oh, he's a. So how
If
many?
you're a billionaire, you can't trust
what was
nobody.
how many crew members was on the boat?
You know what? I should have done a little more research on this.
It's
fucking
okay.
thing.
You should have probably did it, but it's all good. We have
It's all
fun.
good.
How can you trust anybody when you have that much money?
Can't.
Like you can't,
Don't-
you can't say nothing, dog.
So I think the daughter was with him.
She passed too.
Yeah.
That sounds like a murder.
Who gets the money now?
Have you heard the conspiracy? Because you know the Ocean Gate. That's what they're saying, like the ocean with the billionaires. That once you make so much money, you go to the ocean and then you disconnect from the matrix. But it's gonna look like you drown.
Oh wow.
But where you go though? Stay in the water?
No, you go into another dimension.
Oh, like your Bermuda Triangle.
You're disconnected from the matrix.
There has to be something on the other side that we don't know about. There's no way we know about everything. There has to be something, because why else would there be billionaires if there wasn't something else to gain from it?
So 7 more people died too, alongside his daughter and him.
Oh,
On the boat with him.
Yeah, on the yacht.
That sounds like a hit.
millionaire.
It was all found in the water that they find all the
and his
bodies.
wife,
They found the bodies later. They didn't even find them the day of.
movie star.
But don't yachts have like backup vessels?
It depends on how big it was. Yeah, but I guess it crashed. It sank.
It sank.
It sank.
But they normally have backup vehicles. They be prepared for that type of
That's
stuff.
that. All it sank fast. I mean, they didn't get out fast enough. I don't know how they crashed. Like what they run into.
And then like the most recent thing, captain and 2 crew members from the Mike Lynch family yacht reportedly under investigation over sinking of Italy.
His ship.
Yeah.
Mike Lynch, is he American?
No, he's British. He's a British billionaire. They call him the British Bill Gates.
The British.
Oh wait,
billionaire.
I thought you said okay. Now you're saying that you said Mike Lynch is under investigation.
No. The captain and 2 crew members
Okay.
are under investigation over the Mike Lynch.
But they're not dead.
No, they're not dead.
So the captain. Oh, okay. So 3 people shook the spot.
At least 3 people survived.
People got away. Everybody else died. 3 people, and he's supposed to die with the ship. The captain's supposed to sink with the ship. That's.
They're investigating him for manslaughter.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Wow.
He's supposed to be dead. The ship dead.
Isn't there maritime law? Whatever happens at sea, you can't. Well, it depends on. Yeah.
Can you do anything at sea and get away with
No,
it?
I mean,
No.
Like, aside from murder.
can you do anything? I mean, what would you want to do besides?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I mean, you go to the water and see.
Like, sell drugs in the ocean.
Hilarious. I mean,
Yeah. That's what.
see, yeah, I got some weed. You got a jet ski? Said, meet me at the 3rd buoy. There'll be a 1/4 pound floating on top of it.
The weed is a little wet. You have to dry it off.
The weed is a little wet. Man, this weed won't light. What's going on with the weed, man? It's just,
Give it some time. Give it some time.
Yeah,
just
man.
let it sit out for a couple of days.
yeah, that's interesting. So this has happened with other billionaires before. Is there?
Well, I don't know about the sinking, but the Ocean Gate, somebody died, and that's like, a year apart.
Wow.
That's so sad.
Billionaires in the ocean.
So what happens to all his billions now? Does he have any other kids? Who's his
Goes
heirs?
to the wife. The wife wasn't in the boat.
Oh, wow. Where is she now?
They're investigating her too.
No. They're not investigating her.
She's British
Where
too?
was she? Where was Mrs. UK?
I don't
Bill
know.
Gates?
Like, things happen. Like, with the Ocean Gate guy, he was with the son, but not the wife. Kobe wasn't with the wife.
Right. Wow.
Where is the wife? Let's find out where the wife.
That's crazy.